All right, so it is Monday, July 26th. The market has just opened, and what we're gonna do, we're basically just gonna do a quick overview, right? Some analysis to kind of guide us through the week to see what's gonna happen and to place our trades accordingly. Let's start off with EURUSD. I've already did the analysis on most of them. As you can see, EURUSD has already been analyzed. Basically, last week, a trader was sent out to buy your USD that came up to I believe 50 pips, right? Let's see. Yeah, so basically your USD was back here. We expected to buy here because of market structure, supply and demand, where the market is, and the market came down. It came near our stop loss. It didn't touch. It went ahead and went up near the TP, right? Let me see, where was this trade? Let me pull that up on Telegram real quick. Right, so as you can see right here, buy limit EURUSD, waiting for the retracement to enter. This was before EURUSD active, and then today the results, right? Same exact trade. So let's go ahead and analyze your USD presently. Right, so basically right, so basically we can see your USD has been trending down for a long time, but around this area is where we were expecting the trend to reverse, right? This highlighted green area, which happens to be a higher time frame demand area, right? So as you can see, the market came in, reacted to that zone. So the trend is going to be confirmed, reverse on the higher time frame once it makes a new high. I think it already made a new high right here, right? So basically the market went above this high, creating a new high, right? A new impulsive move, right? So high, low, high, high, and this is where we got in to take the market higher, right? So presently, if you did not get into that trade, what can you do right now, right? So what I'm expecting, first of all, we don't chase the market. So you can see the move has already happened for the day, right? The market already shot up for the day. And what we're waiting on is basically for the market to retrace back to this demand level or whatever other confluences we could find to go higher, right? So I would drop down to the 30-minute, right? We could see the market reacting off of this supply level right here. So this is exactly what I'm waiting on, right? I'm waiting for the market to retrace back down to this level. Worst case scenario, this level here, to go higher, right? So I have an alert set right here, so I will get an email when it retraces back down. But most likely this is what the trade setup is gonna look like, right? Or we could even go higher, right? The safest stop loss would be below here because it's below the 2 demand levels, but you can put your stop loss right here, right? So that's your USD. Simple, straightforward. We have an uptrend. We're just waiting for the retracement to come back down to that level, right? Your AUD. Let's see what your AUD has for us. We could see that your AUD is reacting to a daily supply right here, but we're in an uptrend, right? We're in an uptrend, so we look for longs, right? We look for retracements to go long. For our, we have this reaction, this zone right here. Right? So what I would be waiting on is for the market to retrace back to that zone right there, right? So basically this is a 4-hour zone, but as well on the 1 hour, I can see the market reacting to this 1 hour level, right? So we have an uptrend confirmed on the 1 hour. This would have been a nice trade right here to go long. But we don't chase the market, right? So once the trade has already played out, we would wait for a retracement to get in, or we could wait for the market to come down into this 4-hour zone to look to go long, right? It would be, let's see how it aligns with our Fibonacci, right? So it comes in right into the 70 and 79 area. That's the area I like to buy at. So for your AUD, if I had to enter this trade, I would wait for that retracement to this level to go long, right? And that's your AUD. GBPJPY, right? Let's see. Top down analysis. All right, so we have double bottoms on GBPJPY. We know that usually the market likes to come back down to these lows because it expects, stop loss and liquidity down there and all that, right? So on the daily time frame, we're in a downtrend with a nice retracement back to this level, right? This would be a supply level. And the best case scenario, if I had to go short on this trade, would be if the market could retrace back to this this block right here, right? Whether you want to call it an order block or supply and demand, whatever name you have for it. But basically, this is where the banks would have their, most likely have their orders rested at, right? So if I can get the market to come back and basically take out the stop losses that's above these two highs right here and come in to this supply level and drop, then that's exactly what I would want to see, right? But obviously this is higher time frame, the 4 hour, so it will take a little time to play out. So what I would do, I would wait for it to come up here and basically start the downtrend, give me some kind of confirmation so that I can look for shots to get in, right? But as for now, the best case scenario for GBPJPY would be these shots right here, right? But anything could happen. We have to react to the market and not so much try to predict it, right? But this is my high probability scenario. All right, so that's GBPJPY. GBPAUD. All of these are nice pairs to trade. GBPAUD just been in an uptrend. We're waiting for a retracement to go long, right? So most likely the market would retrace and come into the perfect zone around New York or London session, typically when there's a lot of volume in the market, right? So for GBPAUD, we could see the market has been in an uptrend for a good time now. So we're just looking for our entry, right? This is the highest well, this is a high probability entry right here on that block. I'll just call it an order block or demand, right? So if the market doesn't retrace and if it hits stop loss for this level, then I would go with this level, right? Yeah, so basically I have an alert right here, so I'll get an email once the market retraces back to that level so I can look for longs, right? We're on the 1 hour. Obviously, once it gets down here and it gives me the confirmation of an uptrend on the lower time frame, I would get it, right? I would get in. I would probably send a signal out to look for longs, right? So that's GBP AUD. This is what a setup would probably look like. The take profit can be open or it can be 1 to 3, whichever best is for you. So GBP USD, right? So right now we're in a reversal area on GBP USD. On the higher time frame, we're in a downtrend, right? We've just came into a 4-hour slash daily reversal area, right? So or 4-hour slash daily order block supply, whatever you want to call it. So in this area is where we look for confirmation. Well, you could just sell off the bat, right? You could just sell off the bat and have a big stop loss, 44 pips, which is quite a lot. Or you could wait for confirmation. You could wait for your specific session, right? And when I say confirmation, I simply mean for a downtrend to begin on the lower time frame, right? So it might look something like this. The market might come up again, and then we have the breakdown, and we look for shots on the lower highs coming down, right? Because we know that the higher time frame is with us, right? So for GBP, JPY, that's what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for shorts in this area, all right? Most likely London session, we may get something. On New York session coming up, right? NAS 100, right? Well, as you know, NAS, US 30, SPX, they just go up, right? They just go up. Yes, they have their retracements here and there, but if I was you, I would just be looking for longs, right? Because this market, based on historical data, is always bullish. It doesn't retrace much, so this may be either a kind of break and retest type of entry, or you have to look for the zones on the lower time frame, right? So right now the market is up. If I had to get into this trade, where would I get in, right? So I would hop on to the lower time frame, like 15 minutes, and probably just wait for an entry signal, right? So if I got a retracement back to this level, then yeah, we could have gone long. If we got a retracement back to this level, well, it got close, but we missed it. And if we got a retracement back to this level, this one was already missed, right? So once it's in an uptrend, I'm basically just looking for areas where I could get in, right? Areas where we have a supply and demand or order block. Once the directional bias is already confirmed, right? So this was another possible entry, but with all these long wicks, I probably would not have trusted it, right? As it relates to NAS 100, There isn't anything right now. Gold, right? So gold, let's see. Gold's been on a higher time frame uptrend for a while. This is a weekly time frame. Market came down, reacted, came back up. It's on the weekly time frame. It's still in a downtrend because it hasn't broken the high. On the daily time frame, it's kind of consolidating, right? It's been consolidating for some time now. Between 1830 and 1780, market's been stuck for some time now, right? So up onto the 4 hour. On gold, we had this breakout test. Right now, gold is not trending, right? And you want to take advantage of trending markets. Markets that's not trending could be difficult to trade. Right, but as for gold, gold could go any direction. Right now it's just a wait for a breakout in either direction, right? So we could either have a setup like this where gold breaks out and start trending downwards, or it could be a situation where gold breaks upwards and start trending upwards, right? Right now, anything could happen on gold, but if I had to get into this market, where would I look to get in, right? Let's see. Right now, I don't know. I don't have any clear direction on gold, and that is completely fine. Right? Unless I'm trading like the 5 minute or the 1 minute, then perhaps we would get some lower time frame trends to take advantage of, right? US 30, pretty much the same thing as NAS. The market came down already, reacted to this zone right here, and bounced up, right? So now, what do? We wait. We wait for a clear entry signal. On the 5 minute, this is the cleaner setup right here, right? We have this drop base rally. So if the market does decide to retrace, because you don't want to be somebody that chases to the highs, right? If the market does decide to retrace down to this level, then that would be a great opportunity to go long, right? Let's see here. So I'm gonna put an alert right here so I can get the email to have a look when the market gets down to that area, right? So last night, Bitcoin and Ethereum, or cryptos, they made a run. It could be because Amazon was announcing something to do with they're gonna buy a lot of Bitcoins or something like that, or integrate Bitcoins into their payment system. But either way, it was just one day of clean movement on these pairs, right? So let's see. On Ethereum daily time frame, we had this reaction to this zone right here. The market then ran up, has not retraced since on the daily time frame, right? For our time frame, I'm pretty sure this uptrend is going to continue. The market could do one of two things, right? It could retrace back to this zone right here, which would give us a nice opportunity to buy, or it would break this high, right? It would break this high and then come down, or it'll just come straight down. Reason being because this is also a supply zone, which has not been broken yet. However, I believe the market is in an uptrend, right? So let's wait and see what happens, right? Bitcoin, we're in the same scenario. We could wait for this retracement, but I don't feel like it's gonna come, because crypto is being really hyped up right now, right? It's being hyped up again. And you know when it's hyped up, it runs, right? It runs. So, I mean, that's all the analysis we have for now. I hope you could look at this and use your own technical analysis. And hopefully this week you catch some good trades. Stay tuned to the Telegram chat, the Telegram ideas. If I get into any of these trades, I would send them in this chat, right? To get a link to this chat, just follow me on Instagram. Just follow me on Instagram and click the link in my bio. You'll find the Telegram chat, right? Free Telegram signals. But yeah, that's that. Good luck, guys. I wish you best in the market. Make sure and manage your risk, right?